Welcome to the Education at Your Fingertips YouTube channel. The purpose of this segment is to explain how to synthesize scholarly literature to write a literature review for a dissertation. As a doctoral professor, dissertation chair, and doctoral faculty advisor, a common trend noticed with doctoral students is not knowing how to synthesize scholarly literature to write the literature review for their dissertation. Synthesizing includes critical thinking, analysis, and evaluation skills. Synthesizing literature is not difficult, but it takes time to read through the literature to look for themes, patterns, or trends. We synthesize information all the time. For example, synthesizing occurs when reviewing several products and customer reviews. We look for similarities and differences in a product. Customers who repeat the same thing about a product can determine if we want to buy the product or not. In preparation for synthesis writing, you want to look for themes, patterns, or trends consisting of a set of findings you read from sources about your research subject. To figure out the trends, patterns, or themes in the literature, you have to look at the big picture that has emerged over time. Patterns and trends can be important concepts, topics, or major issues that emerge from your research subject sources. You have to take time to read multiple sources on your research subject to identify themes, patterns, or trends. When reading the literature on your research focus, ask yourself the following questions to look for themes, patterns, or trends. Answering these questions will prepare you for synthesizing the literature. When looking for themes, the question to ask yourself when reading the literature is, can I spot any concepts or questions that repeat again and again across the literature? When looking for patterns and trends, these two are looking for theories, methods, and results from the literature. You are asking yourself the following questions. Number 1, are there clusters of studies that have the same methods and results? Number 2, is there a certain approach or theory that has become more popular over time? A great way to showcase your identified themes, patterns, or trends is to create a synthesis matrix to display them. A synthesis matrix helps you link studies together and identify the themes and patterns across your literature sources. The following chart is an example of a synthesis matrix. Another way to find themes, patterns, or trends is to look for debates, conflicts, and contradictions. Look to see if any of these things are shown in the literature. Also look for gaps in the literature. Ask yourself, what weaknesses exist in the literature that could be seen as a gap? When we look at this synthesis matrix chart, we can see the ideas shared among the 3 authors. The dots show the authors who agree with the ideas. The following is an example of how to write a synthesized sentence. The research findings from Green, 2021, and Elton, 2019, reveal that vision is a key element in charismatic and transformational leadership theories. When you have a synthesis chart like this one, you make it easier for yourself to write your literature review. A great way to see how literature is synthesized is to pay close attention to how the research articles, research studies, dissertations, and textbooks are written. The writer may say, author A and author B disagree with author C. Author C contradicts author B. When writing a literature review, you want to present pros and cons and to prevent bias. Synthesizing literature involves telling a story about the theme, pattern, or trend. If you are not synthesizing the literature, you are writing about the authors in silos, which can reduce reader engagement. Thank you for tuning in to this Education at Your Fingertips segment on how to synthesize literature to write your literature review. Let us know if the information was helpful by clicking the like button or sharing your comments. Also, click on the subscribe button to receive more educational writing and research segments that can help you during your doctoral journey.